What's happening, ladies and gents, man? It's your boy Lo, aka Lose, aka Losey, back again with another Lose review, man. And we're gonna stay with the art of seduction today. So now we're into the process of seduction, and this will be the first part of that. So the chapter we're going over is
create a false sense of security. Approach indirectly. If you are too direct early on, you risk stirring up a resistance that will never be lowered. At first, there must be nothing of the seducer in your manner. The seduction should begin at an angle, indirectly, so that the target only gradually becomes aware of you. Haunt the periphery of your target's life, approach through a third party, or seem to cultivate a relatively neutral relationship, moving gradually from friend to lover. Arrange an occasional chance encounter, as if you and your target were destined to become acquainted. Nothing is more seductive than a sense of destiny.
Now, I know many of you have had work friends, have had social circles, social group friends, have had some people that you met through a third party. Those are the people that you end up falling in love with. A lot of time when you go straight up and what we call it the run up, man. And you in public, maybe you see somebody and you run up, holler. There's some success there, but a lot of times that thing is going like south. You see what I'm saying? The success rate of that, man, I put that around like 10%, man. You just holler, monster, holla, 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 holla. You running up on everything. And, you know, there's no guarantee for success. You get the number, you hit her up. In my case, you hit her up. In your case, maybe you speak to him later, and you don't hear anything back. You see what I'm saying? Sometimes it's a waste of time. But when you get to know somebody from the side, you see what I'm saying, and you finding out, you do that, and it's like you don't have to ask about that. It comes to your attention. It's a much smoother way, and if anything, I'm gonna teach my folks, man, it's how to be smooth. You see what I'm saying? We figuring out how to be smooth. We gonna read a multitude of books. We gonna get smart right here, and we gonna get smooth. We gonna get fly, and we gonna be able to do our different things. But that is a very smooth way, man. So I'm feeling Robert Greene when it comes to that. So let's go ahead and move forward.
Anne-Marie Louis d'Orléans, the Duchess de Montpensier, known in 17th century France as La Grande Mademoiselle, had never known love in her life. Her mother had died when she was young. Her father remarried and ignored her. She came from one of Europe's most illustrious families. Her grandfather had been King Henry IV. The future King Louis XIV was her cousin. When she was young, matches had been proposed between her and the widowed King of Spain, the son of the Holy Roman Emperor, and even cousin Louis himself, among many others. But all of these matches were designed for political purposes or because of her family's enormous wealth. No one bothered to woo her. She rarely even met her suitors.
So, one thing we're going to do here, we're going to break things down into layman's terms. And what it sounds like is she was not getting bagged properly. Bagged is basically when you're just having your relations with a woman and things are going well. You see what I'm saying? That means you bagging. You know what I mean? If I run up and she's smiling, she loving it, we end up doing XYZ, I'm bagging. You see what I'm saying? If I hit her up on the phone and we make plans, we about to go see each other, and things are successful by the end of the night, and whatever your term of the word successful is, you bagging. But it sounds like Anne-Marie was not getting bagged. You see what I'm saying? She was dealing with a whole bunch of guys who really either didn't have much interest in her, or wasn't smooth type of guys. They wasn't guys that a woman would really want around them for any extended period of time, and definitely not romantically at all.
To make matters worse, the Grande Mademoiselle was an idealist who believed in the old-fashioned values of chivalry, courage, honesty, virtue. She loathed the schemers whose motives in courting her were dubious at best. Whom could she trust? One by one, she found a reason to spurn them. Spinsterhood seemed to be her fate.
Spinster, cougar, sugar mama, All the same type of vibe right there. She's about to turn into the lady with the cats. And that's what it sounds like. But back in this time, a lot of that was arranged and set up. That's what they're saying. They try to set her up with the cousin. I don't agree with that. But you understand why she's not really feeling those guys. She was an idealist, basically somebody who was a creative. Her head was in the clouds. These guys was coming with the techniques and stuff that's not even genuine. You see what I'm saying? I believe the best approach is the most genuine approach, man. If you're a nerd, you a nerd, bro. Go ahead, bust that talk down. If you are, some athlete, talk your talk. You see what I'm saying? But never come with a technique or something like that, because that's just an inauthentic vibe, and people could spot that from a mile away.
In April of 1669, the Grande Mademoiselle, then 42, met one of the strangest men in court, the Marquis Antonin Beguilin, later known as the Duc de Lauzun. A favorite of Louis XIV's, the 36-year-old Marquis was a brave soldier with an acid wit. He was also an incurable Don Juan. Although he was short and certainly not handsome, his impudent manners and his military exploits made him irresistible to women.
So basically, he got balls. Balls, number one. Y'all don't know what balls are? Balls mean you got that bravery. That means you gonna get up there in the front line and you gonna lay it on the line. You see what I'm saying? He got balls. He got game. He got a way around women. He got a little mouthpiece. That means he know how to talk the talk. And he's not that attractive. Let's not say attractive, because those type of men, he got traits that are very, very attractive. But physically attractive, they say he ain't all that. You see what I'm saying? He's saying a lot of stuff that in these days, to the standards around now, is, he's not going to get a whole bunch of head turns. You see what I'm saying? But that has nothing to do with how attractive you are.
The Grande Mademoiselle had noticed him some years before, admiring his elegance and boldness. But it was only this time, in 1669, that she had a real conversation with him, if a short one. And although she knew of his lady killer reputation, she found him charming. A few days later, they ran into each other again. This time, the conversation was longer, and Lauzun proved more intelligent than she had imagined. They talked of the playwright Corneille, her favorite, of heroism, and of other elevated topics. Now, their encounters became more frequent. They had become friends. Anne-Marie noted in her diary that her conversations with Lauzun, when they occurred, were the highlight of her day. When he was not at court, she felt his absence. Surely her encounters with him came frequently enough that they couldn't be accidental on his part, but he always seemed surprised to see her. At the same time, she recorded feeling uneasy. Strange emotions were stealing up on her. She didn't know why.
Now, this is the piece right here. This is the piece. When you're not coming super direct, oh, I would like to date you. My name is D'Angelo. I want to get to know you. I want to take you out. I want to take you here. When you come from the side, maybe an engagement in which you need to travel from work, and hey man, I'm here in order to pick up this, that, and a third for work. Hey, but we got to work together. What's up with you? What you got going on? And you slip your things in, man, because you slip all the game in with a relaxed type of, I have no agenda with me. And that way, at the exact same time, but you got to be patient. You got to be a patient person. Now, if you out here thirsty, fiending, it's not going to work for you. You got to be patient, bro. You got to chill, calm down. And this is one of the best ways to seduce. You see what I'm saying? Hands down.
Time passed, and the Grande Mademoiselle was to leave Paris for a week or two. Now Lauzun approached her without warning and made an emotional plea to be considered her confidant, the great friend who would execute any commission she needed done while she was away. He was poetic and chivalrous, but what did he really mean? In her diary, Anne-Marie finally confronted the emotions that had been stirring in her since their first conversation. Quote, I told myself, these are not vague musings. There must be an object to all of these feelings, and I could not imagine who it was. Finally, after troubling myself with this for several days, I realized that it was the Marquis de Lauzun, whom I loved. It was he who had somehow slipped into my heart and captured it." Unquote.
She don't even notice. You don't even realize. You don't even realize when this thing is being executed properly, the amount of emotional give and take that you're going through, just because you're learning about this person in such a way, such an informal way, that your guard isn't up. You're not looking at this person like, okay, they're trying to say this in order to get to my heart. You got your guard up, because all of us been through something. We grown folks. And if you're young folks is watching, you're gonna go through stuff, and you're gonna deal with people who have gone through stuff. So don't be so thirsty, man. Calm your ass down, horny ass. Chill.
Made aware of the source of her feelings, the Grande Mademoiselle became more direct. If Lauzun was to be her confidant, she could talk to him of marriage, of the matches that were still being offered to her. The topic might give him a chance to express his feelings. Perhaps he might show jealousy. Unfortunately, Lauzun did not seem to take the hint. Instead, he asked her why she was thinking of marriage at all. She seemed so happy. Besides, who could possibly be worthy of her? This went on for weeks. She could
bagging. This is the type of guys that women end up having dreams and stuff about, because you slipping things in so under the radar. In the well, I'm not gonna say in the guise of being a friend, but y'all are friends, y'all are associates. You slipping things in so lightly that it's like things just creep into your mind. And we all know that the dream world is just the metaphorical universe. You see what I'm saying? The dream world is just your mind making connections between two disparate ideas. You see what I'm saying? And two very separate things in the world. Your brain brings it together in order to pop something in your brain. So he's saying these things like he's just giving her his opinion. He feeling her a little bit, but he's giving her his opinion. And she's going back and later and thinking about that thing and falling in love, desperately in love with this dude. Think about the game, man.
She could pry nothing personal out of him. In a way, she understood. There were the differences in rank, she was far above him, and age, she was 6 years older. Then, a few months later, the wife of the king's brother died, and King Louis suggested to the Grande Mademoiselle that she replace his late sister-in-law. That is, that she marry his brother. And Marie was disgusted. Clearly, the brother was trying to get his hands on her fortune. She asked Lauzun his opinion. As the king's loyal servants, he replied, they must...
Okay. They throwing me for a loop, though. Now, what would you have said in that scene? In that situation, your homegirl, what you really feeling, has been arranged to marry this guy that she knows, everybody knows this guy just want to use her for what she is. And now what do you think, what would you say? What would you say in that scene?
As the king's loyal servants, he replied, they must obey the royal wish. His answer did not please her, and to make things worse, he stopped visiting her, as if it were no longer proper for them to be friends.
Now, what's that right there? He's still playing the game. That is game. That is give and take. That's the way of the coquette. The coquette. Not the cocaine, the coquette. Now, what the coquette does, it's hot and cold. It's give and take. I'm gonna give you my love. I'm gonna show you my love. Then I'm gonna let you know how it feels when I'm not around. Go on the carousel. Go deal with XYZ, Tom, Dick, Harry. Go deal with them. See what they talking about. They ain't talking about nothing. So you come right back to where you belong. You see what I'm saying? But you're not thirsty about it. You're not jealous about the people she's dealing with. Let her go. This is long game. This is the art of seduction.
This was the last straw. The Grande Mademoiselle told the king she would not marry his brother, and that was that. Now, Anne-Marie met with Lauzun and told him she would write on a piece of paper the name of the man she had wanted to marry all along. He was to put the paper under his pillow and read it the next morning. When he did, he found the words, "C'est vous." It is you. Seeing the Grande Mademoiselle the following evening, Lauzun said she must have been joking. she would make him the laughingstock of the court. She insisted that she was serious. He seemed shocked, surprised, but not as surprised as the rest of the court was a few weeks later when an engagement was announced between this relatively low-ranking Don Juan and the second highest-ranking lady in France.
He didn't have any business getting in that thing. He didn't have no business dealing with this woman. This woman had way more money. She was older, more status, out of his league, quote unquote. This man came in from the side. He used his reputation. He used give and take. He used his words, his attractiveness, not his physicality, not his physical attractiveness, but he used the tools he had. He used patience. He wasn't jealous. He wasn't envious. And he put that thing together. And that is the gold mine in coming in from the side, from situational type of thing. To me, oh, we work together. Oh, you're a friend of a friend. Oh, let's hang out, man. We frequent this spot together. Hey, I'm this and that, and I do this. But oh, shorty, oh, we not on a one-on-one date. I'm looking at you like that. You see what I'm saying? I'm over here. I'm talking to these people over here. I'm over here. I'm saying, hey, girl, what's it? Come here. Come say what's up. You see what I'm saying? It's a beautiful thing. And actually, we get to the nugget. Next week, I got a little something set up. You see what I'm saying? And I got something set up. And I fumbled it. Your boy fumbled it. Lose fumbled it. Lose lost. You see what I'm saying? Let me tell you how I fumbled it. Okay, baby. Let me tell you how I fumbled it. First time, this is like down the road. You see what I'm saying? This is like down the road. So we hung out a couple times. You see what I'm saying? First time we hang out, I'm kind of on it. I'm on that thing. You see what I'm saying? And we do XYZ, right? XYZ meaning XYZ. Maybe not all what you're thinking, but things got a little escalated, a little heated. We don't say no names over here. We play it with it. But next time, you take it slowly. Give and take. Next time, it wasn't much physical, but it's the getting to know each other, the seduction. You see what I'm saying? She see me from the side. I'm talking to the owner of the spot. It was a little speakeasy. We walk in to the phone booth. The jazz is playing. We on the couch, and we getting custom made drinks. Come on, that's my vibe. I don't know about y'all vibe, but that's my vibe. So you get the chance to see someone from the side who is not all just trying to be, I'm horny, I need it. You get the chance to see a man, in my case, doing what he's doing in his natural element. Now, this time, we're going to do something else. This time, I'm flowing with it, man. I'm flowing with it. I'm not thirsty with it. I'm not going straight at the headshot. I'm 1,000% flowing with it. She going to see me maybe talking to some other women. She going to be seeing me put my moves down. I might get out on a little dance floor. But I'm going to treat her as if she were an associate. I'm going to play that long game. I'm not going to say it's a mind game, but I'm going to tug the heartstrings. And I'm going to just do me. You see what I'm saying? Now, this woman is very attractive. Very attractive, if I do say so myself. Universally. But we'll see what ends up happening. As you know, I'm going to keep y'all posted in the next chapter. I will let you know exactly what happens because this thing is coming up soon, man. So I'm going to let y'all know what happens. But this is another breakdown, another Lose review. Lose, hey, y'all holler at me, man. You know what it is.